Hello everybody, welcome back to Diamond Painting by Donnie. I am doing a drill with me on my Heaven and Earth design here. And I'm going to start off by saying it took me forever to get this prepped because you can't see it too well, but this area right here was all mushed this way and I had to fix it. And it's bad enough with all the spacing in it from the pattern being put on here, crooked or uneven, that these lines are swerving and it's bugging me. And I thought I got it to the point where I was satisfied, but no, it is not. I have a lot to talk about in this video, so I hope you stick with me and hear the whole thing. Because some of it, I don't know, it's important to me, but either way, I'm gonna talk somebody's ear off, even if it's just my own. I'll try to speak up because this time of day I'm really relaxed and I tend to get really quiet. Plus, with my head being down, it's a little harder to hear me. So I'm going to leave that alone for now, even though I desperately want to fix it. Okay, this color that I'm doing right now, I'm not sure if it's this color or if it's another color, but I ran into a color that had the mush beads, and I'd never run into that issue before, where I pick them up, and I was using tweezers, and when you've got the mush beads with tweezers, oh my gosh, they folded in half, and I was pretty miffed about that, because of the fact that I thought, oh, it's just a fluke, it's just this one, and I'm going to use my breast cancer awareness diamond painting drill pin that I made, and I've got the Dollar Tree Loctite inside, so I'm being rebellious today. See, I keep going back to it. What was I saying? So, yeah, I started throwing them out, and then I realized, okay, there's a lot of them like this. So if I keep throwing them out, I'm going to run out of drills, and I'm not going to have enough to finish this. And that's the last thing I want, is to run out. So I'm trying to avoid having to stab them with the tweezers, and that way I can actually drill them, possibly. Is this one of them? No. I'm going to think that of every single one I pick up now, because I can't remember what color it was. Oh, that's just how my day has been going. Okay, so I decided to do this last minute because it's 2 o'clock in the morning right now. And, okay, it's almost 2. Or is it? I don't know. It's close to 2. It's 1:52 according to my iPad. But I first wanted to say something because it's not the other diamond painting channels that I'm referring to, but the comments that people refer to when the diamond painting channels speak on this subject. I personally will not avoid watching a great person. I will not avoid watching their channel just because they cuss. Okay. I personally, I don't cuss myself. I mean, The only time I ever do is if I am extremely angry. But on a day-to-day basis, in everyday conversation, I do not use cuss words. And it's mainly because I've had children in the home for the past 25 years. And I personally do not think it is appropriate to cuss around my children. Even though my children cuss around me, my older ones now, and I don't appreciate it. I don't like it because that's just a disrespect thing. You don't cuss around your parents. And I know a lot of people who are cussers, and they even say that themselves. It's like they don't do it around their parents. It is a respect thing. And it really burns me that my kids can't give me that respect. Now that's a whole nother story, but anyway, I love my YouTube family, my other diamond painters, and I don't have anything against them being them and doing their thing. But the thing that just kind of, I don't know how it made me feel, how to explain how it made me feel, was people saying that because they cuss, they're real. Well, I'm extremely real. I mean, I've let it all out. You've seen it. My everyday happenings are brought into this. I'm not scripted. I just tell you who I am, and as things happen, they happen. Yeah, my kids come in the room, my husband walks in, his ringtone goes off, whatever. But I'm real, but just because I don't cuss doesn't mean I'm not real, and that's how it kind of feels. I've seen comments saying, well, so and so is real, they cuss, and they're real, they're not being someone else by not cussing. But just to get it on record, I'm not trying to avoid cussing because I'm on YouTube and I'm afraid of what people will think of me. I don't cuss because don't do it anyway. And unless you see me extremely mad, which I would never do a video that mad to where I would, and it's mostly towards my husband, get into an argument, whatever. That's the only time I ever end up cussing. So I got that off my chest. I just felt that I needed to just say, hey, let you know, hey, I just felt left out because I just don't do it. And most people that I watch, they cuss from one degree to another, and that's fine. I'm just I'm just not. I just don't. And I just don't want people to think that I'm not being real because I don't. This is just because I don't. I just don't. I don't know how else to say it. I just don't. I'm getting really flustered because I'm feeling embarrassed, kind of, because I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have said that, but I am being real, and I wanted y'all to know that I've said it, okay? I'm not going to say it again. I just keep repeating myself now, and that's what I do when I'm nervous. Now, what you see here, the little bit that's done, that's because that's what I did during my live drill with me. I did about an hour. It was actually a little over an hour, but only an hour of it was counted because I kept losing connection. But everybody, well, a lot of people still stuck it out, and they hung out and they talked to each other, and I was talking to them because I was logged in on my other account that I have, and And so they knew I was still here, and they still stuck with me, and I finally eventually came back, and we were able to add some more to the fun. But yeah, I had a really good time, and I wouldn't mind doing it again. Like I was saying, it just depends on my scheduling or free time. Not my free time, but yeah, basically my free time when my husband's home. Just because it would be really hard to do if Tesla was in the room. But maybe not. She might come in and out. If he's home, at least she will not be, needing me to do stuff for her. Or, God forbid, feed her or something. No, but if she comes in, she comes in. I know you guys love to see her and hear her, so I try to get her to, at least come in and say hi if she's busy doing something, but it is nice to have a little bit of me time, because that's why I stay up late when I do, is because this is my me time, and yeah, this is what I do during my me time. But all day, this is the first time I've gotten to diamond paint in 2 days, because I've been trying to prepare for my inventory video, because I know a lot of people have been asking about it, and I really want to do it. It's just that a lot of my inventory is still packaged up from the way it came when it came in the mail. And so I'm having to go through it so that I can actually see what I have, get all the canvases out, and separate the drills. And that's the biggest thing that I'm having that's taking all my time, is separating the drills, organizing them, putting them into baggies, and that's what I've been doing for the last 2 days. My desk has been covered in these kind of seem a little mushy, but not sure if this is the color. I think it is. I don't know. But my table has been covered in drills and canvases and baggies and paper and yeah, so I haven't been able to actually get to my diamond painting. Gosh, this is really bugging me, these squishy beads, because I think these are squishy. But as long as they're going down, I think that should be okay, right? So I'm getting there. I think I have a pile of diamond paintings that I've already reviewed that just need to be organized. As soon as I get through that, I will do up some videos for the pile that I have of stuff that needs to be reviewed, because I don't know if I'll post them all at once, but I do have a cubby full of that, and a cubby full of the ones that I've already reviewed that just need to be put away and organized. And this is just not working. Did I not get enough in there? Yeah, I think that's what happened. And they're pretty large ones. The ones that I just finished were all the ones that I had purchased before I started my channel, and they were still in the Wish bags that they come in. I only had one that was in a box, and you'll see it when I do my inventory which one that one is. But I'm trying to get it all squared away for you guys, because I kind of would like to have a visual inventory too. Well, I have a visual inventory. I'm thinking of possibly writing this stuff down, just because seeing it on paper is more believable to me. So if I see all the ones that I own on paper, maybe that will compel me to stop buying, because I do honestly have a problem. Because today alone, I think I ordered at least 8 diamond paintings, maybe 9, from a couple of different places. And there's different sellers, so that's my excuse. They're different sellers, so I can do reviews on them. But I'm either sacrificing quality so that I can get more for a buck, or I'm overspending, which I don't think I'm overspending when I don't know. I don't know. I've got to keep buying them, though, I'm just not getting them done as fast as I'm buying them. And that's what I really need to do, is concentrating on doing some of them. Because I really want to. I just haven't had a lot of time to do my diamond painting. And that brings me to my next thing I wanted to talk about. Oh, and I do plan on finishing off that tag. If I have time. Okay, so today I had a doctor's appointment with my pain specialist, because I've been having this tingling in my back, and I had a feeling it had something to do with my injury to my neck, so it was a workman's comp thing. So I don't have to pay for the doctor when I go for workman's comp issues. Well, that was part of my claim, because I am covered for the rest of my life with my injury. And first thing this morning, about an hour and a half before it was time to wake up to get Teslyn off to school, she wakes up and tells me she forgot to go potty before she went to bed. And so the bed was wet. And so was I. So I got a earlier start on my day than I planned to. So I got up, did my shower, and then I had like 3 hours. After she finally went to school, we had 3 hours of her being at school, and then she comes home. And she loves just going places. It doesn't matter where it is. She thought, oh, it's time to go to Mommy's doctor. But no, we had 3 hours to wait. And we had her bugging us because she wanted to go to the doctor. Mommy's doctor. She doesn't want to go to her doctor because she's afraid she'll get shots. Because the last time we went to her doctor, she did get shots. Anyway, so go to my doctor, and I talked to her about this issue. And I had just seen her about 3 weeks ago. It feels like it was just yesterday, but I told her all about my YouTube channel and diamond painting and how I've been doing it, but I was doing it in the living room before, and now I'm doing it in here. And so I'm in a different position. My body's in a different position. I have problems with my knees, so I elevate my legs. So I've got them elevated underneath my desk. But with that combined with the way you have to hunch over to look at your papers, your canvas, she told me that is very likely what is causing my back to tingle, because I I have 2 herniated discs in my neck. Well, I did. I had the surgery on one. They replaced the disc, the larger one. And the second one they didn't touch because it wasn't that big. Well, my last MRI that I had done on it was at least a year ago. And when she looked at it and compared it to my original MRI, she said it is bulging more, and eventually I will probably need surgery. And I didn't want to have surgery then. I don't want to have surgery again now. But she said that if it continues, if it doesn't get relieved by doing these certain things, by stretching my back, and well, anyway, what it's doing is when I curve forward to diamond paint, it's pressing on that herniated disc. The herniated disc is pressing on my nerves in my neck, and that's what's causing my the tingling in my back. So basically what it's doing is it's putting my back to sleep. It's just a really weird feeling, and it was just worrisome because, it's like I've never had that feeling in my back before. So I'm like, well, what is this, And right before I actually had to go see her, like a day or two, I kind of figured that it had something to do with the way I sit, or just me being in here doing this, because it wasn't happening before now. So she did say that if it continues, I'm supposed to actually, to help relieve it, I'm supposed to lift. She said that if me stretching every 15 minutes, because that's about how long it takes for my back to start tingling, if that doesn't work, then I'm going to have to come back in and have another MRI done. So I'm hoping, because I don't want to do an MRI. I mean, I'm not a small girl, and I hate those machines. I get so cramped up in there and have to be in there for 45 minutes. It's like, it hurts my shoulders. That's where my injury was originally felt, is in my shoulders. And it hurts. It's painful to just sit in there. When they were first trying to find out what was wrong with me and where my pain was coming from, they did an MRI on my neck, which is the cervical spine, and they did it on my thoracic spine, which is your upper back, and they did them both at one time. So I was in an MRI machine for an hour and a half, and I was crying. I was in so much pain when I came out of there. And I tried telling them, I pushed the button, and they said, oh, just hold on just a little bit longer, and they wouldn't let me out. And so, basically ever since then, I've been traumatized. I don't like them, but I have to do it. So, that's that. So, what we were thinking, the doctor was trying to make some suggestions on what I can do